Well, hey everybody! It is your good buddy Jody Sharp, the Superfly. Superflies for super guys and gals. Um, so we did a fish off, an unofficial fish off. Table ties challenged me to tie the Whopper Plopper Fly, but we're not calling it a Whopper Plopper Fly. We're calling it the Flopper Popper or the Popper Flopper or whatever. Anyways, it spins like a popper, and it's got the treble hooks, and it's fly-like. It's foamy. It's got really spectacular eyes. They sparkle like no tomorrow, and it's got that cool tiger pattern. And it took me hours to figure out how I was going to get a spinning blade put on there and melted and attached. Um, but there it is. Now, somewhere here in this video, so I hope you guys like my logo that I put on there. I made that cool Table Ties logo to challenge the Table Ties, and that's what Google AI came up with. So I hope you guys like that. Um, but somewhere here in this video, probably here, I will be putting the flies that Table tied. I challenged him to a frog fly and a hopper fly, grasshopper or hopper, and he rose to the challenge and tied a hopper and a frog, and we will see. I bow down to him and say he did a better job, and I say that because I know if I put either of those flies that he tied on a hook on my line, they're going to catch fish. This one, I'm not 100% convinced about. But he challenged me, and I came up with something. The flopper popper, or the whopper flopper, or whatever you want to call it, the whopper flopper. I'm gonna fish it at some point and give it a shot. See what happens. Hey, you never know. Big bass eat crazy things, right? So if there's a big bass, he might take it. I don't know if it's actually going to catch water and plop like a plopper. I used a pen cap for the tail, one of the those blue pen caps that come to the nice point. The wire runs through there, makes the lip. It's plopper like. Like I said, I don't know if the water will catch on the lip and plop it, plop, 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 plop. But we'll see what happens. But table ties, it was definitely a challenge. Going forward, I just want you guys, all my family. I call you. You guys are all my family, right? I want all my family to know that I don't want to make any more lure style flies. I make the kind of like a Rapella stuff with a lip. I don't mind adding a lip to it. I did make the PB crawler style fly. It wasn't really a challenge. I just wanted to, but mostly I don't try to make flies in lures into flies. I generally don't do that. Lures are lures and flies are flies. Did I tie on here? Absolutely. I tied this metal piece here. I tied it shut. I actually had to tie on the blade, so the blade is tied onto there, and I did a little tying inside, and then so that it would have something to grip on. So, is there tying on this? Yes. It's foamy like a lure or like a fly, but it's plasticky like a lure. Anyways, going forwards, if you guys want to challenge the Superfly, don't challenge me to take a lure and turn it into a fly. I would appreciate if you didn't. I really don't have intentions of making lures into flies. But what I do want to do, now that me and Table Ties have had our unofficial first tie off, and like I said, in my opinion, I think he won. So, what I want to do going forward is I'm going to make up a thing and I'm going to send it to you guys and challenge like Nimby and Jared and Rob Green and a bunch of you, all in the fly tying community who tie flies. I am going to challenge you to fly offs, and we can join together. If you accept the challenge, we will join together. I haven't done that before, but I know Real Outdoors and Sith and a bunch of you like Paul and Ferg and a whole bunch of you have done fish offs, and where you combine your screens together and join collab and do a fish off. So I want to start doing some fly offs. I'm going to make a logo for it, and when I challenge you, you can accept the challenge, and then we'll just get together and pick a date where we're both free at the same time or whatever. And I know some of you are, like Rob Green is in the UK, or Germany, so the timing is going to be a little funky, but we can make stuff like that work. So if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments. Let me know, if you want to get challenged, then I will challenge you. And some of the rules that I have in my head are, unfortunately, and this might upset a couple of you, and I don't mean to upset you guys, but I do have reasons for it, which I hope you guys will understand. Because of the age restriction stuff on YouTube, not letting younger people be seeing their face and all that thing, if I do fly-offs, I can't do them with you younger guys, in the sense that we can't be together on screen together, because if you ask Rooster Tails, he'll tell you he had his son on screen, and they took away his subscribers, and they kind of messed with his account. So I really try hard not to let that happen, because I don't want to be not able to live stream with you guys. So unfortunately, you have to be over 18 to be in the tie off. If you want to do unofficial tie-offs and you're in the younger crowd, you can always, if you're in my live streams, you can always challenge me in the comments, and we can do a little unofficial tie-off like me and Table Ties did, like that. So don't worry, I'm not leaving you out. I just can't let you do the official tie-offs where we combine screens and whatever, because, like I said, I don't want to get banned off YouTube. Otherwise, I won't be able to be here for you guys. But so some of the rules that I have in my mind, you guys can tell me if you want to update the rules or change the rules or talk about the rules. What I have in mind is, if I challenge you or you challenge me, we each get to tell the other person what we want to see them tie. We don't have to necessarily tie the same thing. We can, like, I'll say, in this case, Table Ties wanted me to tie this, and I said Frog and Hopper as his choices. So we can make sort of like you guys get to pick for me, I get to pick for you, and then we'll have like 2 hours, or we can set a time. I'm thinking around 2.5 hours or something like that. So you got 2.5 hours to try your best to tie what the other person set forth for you, and then the audience gets to decide. So whoever comes to our live streams, they will do a vote, and we will tally up the vote, and whoever wins the tie off by audience participation wins the tie off. And no, you can't just pick the Superfly all the time, because the Superfly is a cool dude. You have to be really honest. If you really think that somebody ties a much better fly and did a better job, or they had better materials or whatever, you got to be really honest about it. So if you liked their fly versus my fly, then you got to vote honestly, because anybody in the fly off, we're not going to have our feelings destroyed because we don't win. So So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some of that. I was inspired by Real Outdoors and Darth and Paul and Ferg to do some fly offs. Obviously, I can't really do fish offs. I don't have data on my phone, but we can do fly offs, and I know people will. You guys come and watch me, so I know you'll come and watch the challenge between me and whoever. So I'm looking forward to doing that. That's something I got in my head. We're going to start getting on top of that. And this was a really cool challenge, Table Ties. I'm glad that you found my channel. I know it was a while that I kind of went off your radar, but I'm so glad that you found me again and that we can hang out again. And this was a really cool challenge. Despite that it was really difficult for me, like you really challenged my brain. I'm going to tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, this is not a easy thing to do. Like for one thing, these an actual whopper plopper. I don't have one, obviously. I don't have any lures, but an actual whopper plopper. The curve on the blade, somebody like they mold them out. They're printed out in like a mold. Like they have a metal mold and they just put the plastic in there, inject it, and they make a blade, right? So that's obviously not something in my wheelhouse. So I had to come up with something, and all those little pieces that are precision formed. Like there's probably a little cap in here that makes this spin really even. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to insert something like that. So it's got a wanky wobble to it, which, in all fairness, might be a good thing. But I have my suspicions that this is maybe not going to be as effective as a whopper plopper. Hence, I'm calling it the whopper flopper. So half fly, half whopper popper. So, but it was definitely a fun challenge. It was interesting, but to being completely honest with you, everybody, not just Table Ties, please don't challenge me to any more lure style flies. I'm not super interested in that. I'm more interested in bug style flies that look like bugs. So if you got a weird bug, like a weird beetle or a butterfly or a dragonfly or a horsefly or a mosquito or that kind of challenge, it could be a foamy bug like a popper. Poppers are still flies. It could be a popper or a streamer or those kind of flies. As long as it's really like a fly, those are the kind of challenges I'm really interested in. This kind of stuff, once in a while I do it, but I'm really more interested in the flies. But thank you, Table Ties, for the challenge. Thank you for everybody who showed up on Friday's Fly Day and supported me and Table Ties and all of that. And you guys are amazing. Again, our community is amazing. The fishing community is awesome. Can't say enough nice things about you. And so many, like 163 people came through on Friday with the views. So thank you guys so much for stopping in, sticking around, watching. Yeah, can't say enough nice things about you guys. But I'm going to end it here. I did accomplish the whopper flopper and challenge accepted. And the next thing I'm going to do, it is about 3:54 in the afternoon. I'm going to get on some shout outs. Me and Grampy are going to do some shout outs. There's a few of you, wink wink, that going to get a shout out from me and Grampy. So yeah, and just keep coming by, and the more I get to know you, is especially some of you newer people, the more I get to know you, the more we get to love you, and the more we love you, chances are you'll get a shout out too. Or you could get a fly tied in your honor like Ferg did. I tied this grasshopper for Ferg. So, or this one for J R2G. released to the grease. This is the R2G hopper. So, yeah. So stick around, guys. Thank you for subscribing. We got a bunch of subscribers in the last 2 days. It really helps. And, of course, when we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will be giving away a Jody's Fly Box with all the fantastic flies in there. It's getting a bit full, guys, so we need those 1,000 subscribers quick. I don't know if I can even get any more flies in there. I'll have to send a carrier truck or something to your house. But anyways, we love you guys. All is good. All is great. And thanks for watching. Thank you, Table Ties, for the inspiration. And we will catch you on the next one. Keep your flies on the water, tight lines, and fish on Canada or wherever else you are in the world. Superfly out. Peace.